Today begins the road of crowning our PVL Open Conference champions as we start the semifinals. We began with 10 teams and now only 4 remain. And our first series of familiar rivalry gets another chapter. Petrogas and Creamline faced each other in the 2019 PVL finals and now will meet again for another best of 3. Who will be the champion this time? Chocomucho and Cherry Tigo don't have quite the same history, but they're equally as matched. Our second series is bound to have plenty of drama given that these two evenly matched quads will square up. Game 1 of every series is important, for the winner will set the tone and will be one step closer to the finals. Who will rise to the occasion? Let's find out here in PVL on One Sports.
Rachel Sotones, full swing, picture perfect execution. Hyla Pablo will try. That is off the hand. Adi Bandayag unleashing power on that. Nicely done.
Tap from behind. Pounds the pavement. And it is dipped in with a heater. Puts it away.
Mabaw, yes. Clean cross-court hit from Eliza Valdez. Cool smashers cannot be denied.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans, coming to you from the PCV Social, Civic, and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. This is One Sports' live and exclusive coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, and we are down to the final 4 contenders for the first professional volleyball title in the country's history, and we cannot wait to get these games started to jumpstart our semi-final series. On your screens, we got the Creamline Cool Smashers, Michelle Gumabao, and of course the Petrogas Angels. Yan po ang ating first offering for today. Again, we got the Creamline Cool Smashers going up against the Petrogas Angels, the number 1 team and the number 4 team. And later on at 5 p.m., the number 2 team, the Cherry Tigo Crossovers, will face the number 3 team, the Chocomucho Flying Titans. Of course, you can catch all the action right here on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Billy Capistrano, and with me today, we got none other than Mosey Ravena. Mosey, nice to be here with you and to be covering this game with you again.
Well, you know, Billy, actually, you can do all the talking today. I'll just do all the watching kasi
napaka-exciting, diba?
Napaka-exciting talaga.
Yes, as Mosey has said, you know, what a game this is going to be. We got a couple of old rivals meeting each other again, but this time here in the semifinals. Now, Petrogas and Creamline definitely have some history between them, but we don't want to backtrack too much, so why don't we just take a look at what happened in their most recent game last July 20, where the Cool Smashers emerged victorious 3-1.
Oh yes, Billy, you know, it went down the wire. First 3 sets came down to the final place and points. And Petrogas did well targeting Creamline's wing players and with their serves and forcing them to commit mistakes. Hindi usual yun, ha? And the Gazz Angels dominated the net for the first and the second set. That was a really close one. As you can see, our top performers there, Eliza Valdez with 16 points and 21 digs, and Janet Panaga with 15 points and 6 blocks. Pero sa kabila, hindi nagpatalo ang Ces Molina, 18 points, and Ria Meneses, 16 points and 6 blocks also to her name. But they really committed a lot of errors in that set, in that match. That's why they have to be careful in this game against Creamline.
Alright, we're going to talk about these two teams even further. And Mosey, let's start things off with the Creamline Cool Smashers. Kapag, you know, when you talk about this team, you can't not talk about the big 3 that have been the key to their success. Because not only are they very talented, obvious naman yun, but they have this stability that they give this team and that leadership that they show. And I'm talking about Eliza Valdez, Michelle Gumabao, and of course their main playmaker, Gia Morado.
they're incredibly deep in talent. You're talking about Creamline, Cool Smashers, and as you look at the numbers of these three mainstays, Eliza, number 1 scorer, number 2 spiker, and number 5 in serves. Michelle Gumabaw, top 10 and top 10 scorer, and number 3 spiker. Gia Morado, number 1 setter lang naman, and number 6 server. And ang mapapansin mo nga, yung service ng Creamline is really such an advantage to them kasi marami silang games that they won because of their serves.
So there you have it, the big three of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Kung meron namang big three, you know, from the start, they've always been a steady presence for this team. But alongside their core, Mosey, there has been the emergence of players who have been definitely contributing in their own way. And one of these players is the youngster, Tots Carlos, who has just been that X factor for the Cool Smashers, especially in their last 2 games.
You know, yung Creamline, they have a deep bench. They still have Gemma Galante, meron pang Janet Panaga, Lisa Sato, Kyle Atendesa, yung mga top players nila. Pero ito, yung emergence surprise to, no? Package for Creamline. Tots Carlos really doing well this season. 18 points, 1.5 blocks, and 1 ace per game ang kanyang stats. And sabi ko nga, it's such a surprise, pero welcome surprise, obviously, for Creamline.
And of course, with such a young player, a lot of people are proud of Tots Carlos because off the bench, you know, she comes off that bench and immediately makes an impact. No matter how many minutes she's given, she is Creamline's offensive spark in every sense of the word. Now, Tots is just one of the many bonus offensive options for Creamline, which makes Gia Morado's job a whole lot easier. Again, Gia Morado, there she is on your screen. You're looking at the number one setter who always keeps things unpredictable for her team.
And you know, Gia Morado, she just knows when and where to give it at a certain point. Itong si Tots Carlos, in the semifinals, yung tatlong teams na yan, that's where she played her best games. So, ibig sabihin, alam ni Gia when it's on for Tots. So, yung connection na yan, isa, again, a surprise kasi bago lang naman si Tots din sa team.
Definitely. Now, let's move on over naman to the side of the Petrogas Angels. They are our number 4 team in this conference. And much like the Cool Smashers, Muzi, this team has an incredibly deep bench. And we all know that. They've got powerhouses left and right. However, their core 3 who have been leading in the player rankings as well. And, you know, rightfully so, are Ria Meneses, Gretch Sotones, and their libero, Cash Arado.
You know, Petrogas took a lot of gambles off-season, pretty much shifting the core of the 2019 team and adding veteran squads. It paid off that they got Ria Meneses, who is number 1 lang naman sa blocking, and also si Kat Arado, who's 6.68 digs per set, and grabe, number 1 rin sa receives with 55.56%. Ang tataas rin ng kanilang percentage when it comes to the game. So, even Gretchen Soltones, well, alam naman natin si Lady Beast, always.
Ayun na, on your screens, you got Gretchen Soltones.
Ang ganda na nang sasabihin ko, ayan, but obviously, si Gretchen Soltones is one of the more animated.
Correct.
Diba, she can back up her game.
So, Gretchen Soltones, low-key incredible nga ang tawag kay Gretch. Now, if Creamline, Mosey, has Tots Carlos, their X-Factor, Petrogas naman, they have someone who has been one of the pioneers of this team, and that's their veteran, the OG, Chisaet.
Well, tama ka dyan, OG, and sobrang reliable lang every time. Petrogas will keep the Creamline on their toes if Chisaet's playmaking and decision-making will come into play in this match. And Saet, obviously, is one of the more veteran player for Petrogas. Kumbaga, ate na siya dyan. Siya yung isa sa mga pioneer dyan. That's why yung command niya as a leader, nandun talaga, always there with the youngsters.
So Chisa, it's definitely a stabilizer for the Petrogas Angels. And you know what time it is, Mosey? It's time to start this game. Finally, with that, it's time to turn it over to our tournament announcer for the announcement of the starters for this game.
First referee, Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Rene Gaspilio. And now the starters. First, for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 2, team captain, Eliza Valdez. Middle blocker from the National University, number 5, Risa Sato. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benilde, number 6, Jeanette Panaga. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 7, Michelle Gumamao. Center from Ateneo, number 12, Gia Morado. Outside spiker from the University of the Philippines, number 18, Tots Carlos. Starting libero from the Far Eastern University, number 11, Kyla Tienza. And the head coach for Creamline is Amazon Tai Bundit. And now the starters for Petrogas Angels. Outside spiker from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 5, Gretzel Soltones. Opposite hitter from San Beda University, number 7, Cis Molina. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, Ren Palma. Center from De La Salle University, number 17, team captain, Chi Saget. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, Rhea Mendez. Outside spiker from the National University, number 19, Moira Pablo.
We are back and you're still watching the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference Game 1 of the semifinal series between the Creamline Pool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. On your screens, you got the starters for the Creamline Pool Smashers, and I noticed something different about the starters.
Tots Carlos in for Creamline. Alam mo, kanina umaga, I was trying to finish. I interviewed one of their assistant coaches and I was already asking, Tots or Gemma? Siyempre, ang sagot sa game na lang.
Nasagot na.
Nasagot na.
Nasagot na ang tanong mo. Tots Carlos will be starting today. And for the Petrogas Angels this time, we got the usual suspects, Pablo Soltones Meneses, Palma Saet Molina, and of course, Kath Arado. Again, this is semifinals game 1 between the rivals, ang Petrogas Angels at ang Creamline Pool Smashers. Number 1 team versus the number 4 team here in our open conference. So everybody buckle up. It's going to be an exciting matchup ahead this Sunday just for you guys. Here we go, set number 1. Great blocking instantly at the net.
But you know, Billy, I asked the game plan of Petrogas and sabi nga nila, it was actually based on their previous match. Kasi nga wala nang time
Right.
for game plans, for long game plans. So, doon nila binase. And they polished their blocking. And yung errors actually ang pinolosh nila. Errors nila sa attacks and errors nila sa blocking.
So this is the game between their opponent the last time or yung previous game?
No, ito
this game.
Ito yung game plan nila for this game was parang based on yung first game nila. Diba? Yung the beginning of the conference.
Yes, para everybody is aligned. So their previous game last July 20.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 early points here for Petrogas. We are live in Bacara, Ilocos Norte, but that will sail outside for Tots Carlos.
Tots Carlos early attack there from the back row.
We got Chi Saet, as we said, the OG veteran setter for Petrogas. She will serve 3-0. Great anticipation there by Petrogas.
But that was forced because of that strong serve.
Let's take a look at that sequence one more time. Na masyadong malakas yung service ni Ate Chi Saet.
I like seeing Myla Pablo that happy, yung very active siya inside. In some of the games you see her, she's just quiet. But now yan, we like that parang papunta sa bagyo na malakas.
And you know what? That has been her mood the past few games. And I'm sure everybody missed that about her. You know, Myla has been quiet yung first part of this conference. But now nag-iba yung shift in energy and we would love to welcome her back. As you see, Eliza Valdez, you got Nibeli Capistrano and Mosey Ravena with you today in this game. Lisa Sato, isa pang laging masaya na player ng Creamline, sumasayaw pa.
Kung meron consistent kay Risa,
Siya na yun, yes.
Yun yung pagkasaya niya, always.
Lethal attacker as well in her own right as we get back to this game. Again, the serves of Petrogas. Great defense by Creamline.
Eliza Valdez with a kill and that down-the-line hit.
First point for the Phenom here in this game.
Finally earning their first point in the semis.
Great down-the-line attack for Eliza Valdez. We have Gia Morado, best setter in the league.
This time, quick set for Riri Meneses.
Puntos para sa Creamline Cool Smashers. They are down by just 2 points early on here in our set number 1. Great serve. They go to Myla, soft touch. They go to Michelle Gumabao. She is denied. Back to Alyssa. Gets it through that block, challenging the blockers of Petrogas.
Well, Creamline now getting their groove. Alyssa Valdez on this hit.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by none other than Duncan, care of Alyssa Valdez, team captain of the Creamline Cool Smashers. 3 serving 4. Good serve again by Morado. They go to Molina. Gia. Back to Michelle. Again, she is blocked by Ria Meneses.
Other than the #1 blocker in the league.
Look at that.
Actually, says Molina.
We got Myla Pablo. They chase that ball. Bunch of scrappy plays from Creamline. Chance here for Petrogas. We got Sotones. Great dig by Atienza. Balik kay Alyssa. Does not go over.
Right. Hit the antenna as well.
Error for Alyssa Valdez. First attack error. There you have it. It hit the antenna.
And you can see Ces Molina just guarding that down the line hit of Alyssa Valdez.
Trying to anticipate yung mga malalakas na palo ni Alyssa Valdez. Quick attack by Risa Sato and what she's definitely known for.
And this is the option you were talking about in the pregame.
Bonus options.
Gia Morado just has a lot of options.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Look at that quick attack by Risa Sato. For serving 6. Sotones. That is a violation called on Risa Sato. Take a look at that again.
Oh, definitely a violation right there.
We got Riri Meneses serving for Petrogas. They go to Tots. Myla from the back row. Wow, great save by Morado rather. Wow, blocked again. They go to Tots. Balik kay Sotones. Ngayon siya naman ang na-block.
Right, the defense of Creamline reading Sotones very well.
Take a look at that again. Yung frustration ni Michelle Gumabao lumalabas because she has been blocked around 2 times, 3 times here in the set number 1. Sotones. She is blocked twice in a row, Molly.
That's right. Creamline is really reading her attack so well. Take a look at this once again. She wanted to go cross-court, pero bantay na bantay yung cross-court.
Someone is definitely alive and feeling it today. Talking about Michelle Gumabao. Looking like the DLSU lady spiker, Michelle Gumabao.
Much to your delight.
Yes. Whichever fair tayo dito. Okay, chance ball here. Back to Michelle.
There you go, Michelle this time.
And that's what we were waiting for.
And she's even challenging Kat Arado, our #1 digger and
What happened to Michelle?
Test ko nga. Subukan natin.
She wins this round against Kat Arado. Look at that celebration from not only her but her teammates as well. Myla from the back. Sotones gets it through, but ball is still alive. They go to Tots. Carlos. Off the block into the sidelines for Tots Carlos, a youngster from the Cool Smashers. And they are talking to the referee. We've got Eliza.
Oh, a point awarded. Check.
Okay, that is a check ball. Point will go to Petrogas Angels as we go to our first technical timeout of set number 1. Angels lead 8-7.
Now serving for Petrogas, Molina.
Semifinals game 1 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. I was gonna say that Petrogas was leading, but Tots Carlos had other plans. We are tied 8-all.
And look at the digs, Billy. 12-5 for Creamline. I think that won that won them yung points. That's why they were able to catch up right before the first technical timeout.
Right, so far, pretty exciting game that we're having here. Both teams look very composed.
Oh, Tots Carlos once again just proving her worth in this match.
Earning the trust of her coaches, starting this game, this very crucial game. So that says a lot about her improvement. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. There goes Tots Carlos, former Lady Maroon, now a Cool Smasher. Gumaba will serve. They are leading by 1 point. Myla, Pablo. That is a point for Pablo.
That's right. Something that they want to go to all throughout this match is the back row of Myla Pablo. So scoring 1 this time.
There she is soaring from the back row. Tamaan pa si Tots Carlos. So uno. 9-all. Back set to Panaga. The dig. Blocked. Myla Pablo. And the Petrogas Angels, that point will go to the Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's take a look at it again.
Wanting to go down the line. Not enough power, I think, on that hit.
We got Tots, who was also the spark plug in their July 20 game against Petrogas. She came off that bench in sets 2 and 3 and immediately made an impact. And also, Eliza Valdez making an impact in her own right here in this game.
Well, Tots Carlos on this serve. Nahirapan din si Molina. It was an over ball. Eliza Valdez just taking that gift early on.
And we're seeing good serves in our game from both teams.
Yun actually, di ba, Creamline talaga yung known for their heavy serve. So Petrogas, yesterday, all their practices, almost the entire practice, was practicing their receives.
Kaya naman pala. So there you have it, and they will call a timeout. Petrogas will call a timeout. Lead is ballooning for the Creamline Cool Smashers. So the Petrogas Angels need to do something quick if they don't want Creamline to further this lead.
You know, Billy, let's also thank the other teams na umuwi na rin yata, no? Because they're a big part of this.
Of course.
Oo, yung volleyball event. So you have the Black Mamba Army, Santa Lucia, Signal, Valley Pure, Perlas, and PLDT. And also, speaking of PLDT, I want dun sa mga new viewers natin, of course, siyempre biniro ko si Coach Roger. Sinabi ko sa kanya na masungit siya. But actually, Coach Roger is the Daddy Roger, Tatay Roger of everyone here in the community. Para lang alam ng mga bago nating viewers.
Siyempre, don't judge a book by its cover.
Ay,
And-
ano to? Hindi, talagang tatay talaga siya.
Sabi mo, masungit. A lot of people think that he's
Oo,
masungit.
yeah.
Siyempre, yun yung meaning ko. Madaming tao na
Hindi, pero
sinasabi
totoo,
masungit
he's
siya,
really
but it's not
tatay.
true.
Yeah,
Very
tatay
well
to all
loved
of
by a lot of people.
That's right.
And that's why sinaalay sa pag nakikita siya, nagmamano pa kay Coach Roger during the game, sila Gretchen. Anyway, back to
And
this
good
game.
vibes tayo rito.
Of course. All good vibes here in our PVL. As you see, here we have it.
Yan, good.
Good vibes talaga
Pag
yan.
nag-stare down, pero after, alam mo, ang cute nito, always if you see her, mag-stare down, pero pag talikod, parang hiyang-hiya siya all the time. Well, Rem Palma is also one player who's been doing well here for Petrogas.
And we see here on your screens, 13-10 is our score. Creamline, that is 12-11 rather. So they give that point to the Petrogas Angels, Rem Palma. And she scored 17 points against Creamline in their previous game.
That's right. And then, I asked also the side of Creamline because, if they have a person that they focus their defense on. I think sabi sa akin ng assistant coach, Coach Carlos, sabi niya, there's really no person. Everybody, meron silang game plan for everyone.
And that's how it should be, especially in situations like this, in games like this one, where everybody can be a threat to the opposing team.
So you see now Eliza Valdez knowing na si Chisaet yung blocker niya went through Chisaet and got that point.
And that sails outside for Fangs.
And it's nice to see her healthy.
Definitely.
Especially, ito na nga, semifinals na. Ang bilis, tagal natin na miss. And akala natin, di ba, parang entertain tayo everyday. Ang sarap, everyday volleyball. But now, ito na, coming to an end. Nakakalungkot din.
Siyempre, but of course, the time we have left, these players are gonna maximize it, definitely.
Exciting games ahead, for
Of
sure.
course. And that was Tots Carlos again from the back row.
And it has been Tots Carlos and Myla Pablo on the other side doing those back row attacks.
Wonderful attack by Tots Carlos coming into her own here in the open conference. They go to Myla. They're gonna chase that ball. Chance here for Petrogas. They're down by 2 points. Ces Molina.
Petrogas, they're just punishing the defense of Creamline with those powerful attacks.
Take a look at that. Completely missing those blockers.
Of a combination play.
So
Ang
they're-
hirap kasi ng Petrogas yung combination play nila because both Ces Molina and Ria Meneses are tall players.
Right.
So you can actually hide Ces Molina. You don't know where she's coming from.
But however, yun nga yung mga service errors na hindi dapat gawin. Not only Petrogas, but also for the Creamline Cool Smashers. You got Eliza Valdez on your screens. 16 points for her against Petrogas in their elimination round game. And right now she has 5 attack points. Speaking of service errors, that sails straight to the net for the Phenom.
Well, again, Petrogas, they're really trying to minimize their errors because in the first match against the Creamline Cool Smashers, 21 errors lang ang Creamline against Petrogas. 30 errors.
Big number for Petrogas in their previous game against Creamline. But again, Ces Molina being so efficient here in our set number 1. She ties this game 15 all.
That is right. And Ces Molina, we've seen her in the national team, we've seen her play, and you just know she's another superstar for Petrogas that can put out the numbers.
Definitely, as I've said, they have powerhouses left and right. But another powerhouse for the Creamline Cool Smashers, Tots Carlos. What an astounding performance in set number 1 as we go to our second technical timeout of set number 1, 16-15 in favor of Creamline.
Scoring 17 magnificent points last game, Remy Palma of the PetroGas Angels told me that for today's crucial match against Creamline, they have to adjust to their lapses and utilize their roles sa court. Out of the 10 teams, blessed daw silang makaabot sa semifinals. That's why they will enjoy their last few games sa court. Enjoy and expect a new beginning with these familiar rivals here on set 1.
All right, thank you so much for that, IE. As we get back to our game, 16-all is our score. We got some substitutions. Jeremy Malabanan comes in, as well as IE Perez, a very tall setter for the Petrogas Angels. And we were talking about her a while ago.
That's right. I think gusto nilang beef up yung kanilang block.
Yes.
Their defense at the net because that really worked for them in the first encounter, lalo na sa first and second sets. So, kaya nga yung first set nila, nung unang game nila, nung una silang nagtagpo, it was 24-26 for Petrogas.
Grabe rin yung game na yun. And let's see if we can do that again today. I'm sure the fans will be very happy if that does happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching us here in Baccarat, Ilocos Norte. This is the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Creamline will get that previous point, 17-16, as Michelle Gumabaw, her time to serve for Creamline. They go to Malabanan. Eliza Valdez. And that is a point for Eliza.
And expect Eliza to take control, diba? I mean, it's more of, I say that, but it's more of yung game management of the entire team.
Correct.
She's, as a leader, yun yung effect niya kasi. Diba? She really manages the game also, along with Gia.
Definitely. Yun nga yung mga leaders, you know, aside from the talents that they have, it's really the leadership and stability that they give this team alongside Michelle Gumabaw. Great dig. Carlos again. And doon si Sotones, but unfortunately, it will go to Tots Carlos, who is on fire in set number 1. At kitang-kita mo yung confidence. You know, she was building up that confidence up until this game, and it's right there.
That's right. She started as an off-the-bench player and worked her way up, and come semifinals, you see her start the game. Much confidence also given by the coaching staff. So, nagtutuloy-tuloy. On the other side naman, you can see Chisa is back on the floor, managing naman her own team.
They are down by 2 points against Creamline.
So, we're still waiting kung anong signal tayo. Hintay natin si Pag-asa para magsabi anong signal
pa
si
daw.
Myla.
Teka lang daw. Pero ito muna, si Gemma Galanza.
Imagine this, di ba? Gemma Galanza pa just put in now. Ang lalim rin.
Again with your Gia Morado. What a fun job to have right now. They go to Myla. Gets it through. That's the kind of Myla that you want to see.
Yes, and then I see her celebrate a huge point like this.
Walang magawa si Eliza doon.
And that's what, in the first match, it's what yung Petrogas did. They really targeted, especially in the service line, they targeted the winners of Creamline.
Grabe talaga. Tots Carlos again fires another one. Same spot too. You know, Petrogas needs to do something about that. Take a look at that. But you see, Kat Arado, wala na rin nagawa. And that is the best digger in our league.
And the angle where she gets
Definitely.
it from.
And she will serve 20, serving 18. And that is Rem Palma. About time for Rem Palma. She is trying to encourage her teammates to have that same level of energy, that enthusiasm. Take a look at that. Running attack for her.
Nicely done on that cross court. Very sharp. Targeting Carlos.
So back and forth, tignan mo naman yung scores natin. Di lumadamang ng at least 3 points itong Creamline. Habol ng Petrogas.
Yun nga sabi ni Assistant Coach Yani Hernandez na in their first encounter, the skills, yung statistics were really close except for the unforced
Yes.
errors.
That spelled all the difference for that game, especially for Petrogas. Imagine 30, right? 31, 30,
30.
30 unforced errors against 21 from the Creamline Pool Smashers. But take a look at that score, Mosey. And ito pa, set number 1 pa lang to. Set number 1.
Replay lang naman!
Parang wala namang nagbago. Here you have it. 1-2 play. Gia Morado.
Just the perfect height for that ball to trickle in. Petrogas scored. Look at this.
Light work. Light work lang daw for Gia. Easy money.
Goes Vargas on the line. And early shuffling at the
Yes,
side
I was
of
just gonna say.
CCF.
Getting a taste of her own medicine. Lily Meneses is blocked. Parang nabasa din siya dito, no? Nabasa sa game na to.
Yes. Nakita mo yung pagsunod ni Eliza dun sa running din ni Riri. That's the way to do it.
Very synchronized also.
Yung timing kasi dun din nanggagaling eh.
Pablo pushes it in. Siguro Eliza. And that is a point for Eliza Valdez. They're 2 points away from getting set number 1. Let's take a look at that sequence, what happened there. Ang saya ng Creamline Pool Smashers. Time out for Petrogas. They need this time out.
So you can see Coach Arnold drawing a specific play, and I heard Riri's name in that huddle. So let's see kung ano ba tong play na to.
What do we have in store for us here in the final stretch in set number 1? We've got Gemma Galanza off the bench. Lisa Sato. Hindi nakasmile si Lisa lang ngayon. Curious. Vargas will serve. Siguro Myla. And they're gonna check. They're asking for a check, and yes! Yes,
Oh,
that
yes,
point.
they award the point to Petrogas.
Suspense na naghihintay din ako eh. Baka may masabi tayong mali. But yes, that point will go to Petrogas Angels. There was a check on that. Saed will serve. Ligo Rumayla. Picked up by Galanza. Eliza Valdez will try.
Oh, but again, Petrogas, you know, that started with a heavy serve again of Chisa, and that's why she's really needed inside. And broken play kasi kagad eh, dun sa Creamline.
Walang chance mag-adjust yung Creamline dun sa mga heavy serves si Chisaet. And that has been quite
That's
happening.
another one.
It's been happening quite often here in our set number 1. And take a look at that. The score is now tied.
Right.
Creamline will call a timeout as we take a look at that one. Did not go over for Tots Carlos. Attack error for her. At yung reaction ni Riri Meneses sa kabila. Tuwang-tuwa doon. Here we have it. Timeout for Creamline.
And in Creamline, I mean, with my interview with their assistant coach, sabi nga nila, their first attack, they practice that a lot. And plus yung, from that means yung from the serve. So that's the first attack from the serve. That's what's happening now. Medyo nahihirapan sila. They're struggling with Chisa and set service. Kaya hindi nila nagagawa. But again, yun yung focus na practice nila.
And that's why they're not able to do what they're supposed to do, basically, here in this game.
Ibig sabihin, ganun na kabigat yung serve ni Chisa. Let's see if she can do it once again. And Chisa, it's so far 7 excellent sets for her.
We'll observe this serve. There you have it again. And a point for the Petrogas Angels will put them at set point against the Creamline Coal Smashers.
And those mean serves were just the
Kryptonite.
kumbaga, that's the
Yes.
reason why nahihirapan to set up ng plays to mga Creamline Coal Smashers. It's still on the line.
Behind Kryptonite. This is set number 1 ng Creamline Coal Smashers. Almost, but not quite. They got a chance here. They go to Myla Pablo, challenging the blockers of Creamline. Alyssa. Great dig by
wow.
Paz Arado. Amazing. Come on. Let's go. Yes! And that is a point for Alyssa Valdez. And you know what? Ang daming enthusiasm talaga sa laro na to because both teams, clearly, they do want it.
Oh, obviously.
And you can see it.
And that was a difficult hit. Why? Because you had Riri Meneses, you had Ces Molina right in front of her, but still Alyssa Valdez managed to take that point.
And if
And
you're
what's more important is natanggal nila si
Right.
Chisa at sa service line.
So they have a chance here, and they grab that opportunity. Care of none other than Alyssa Valdez. Much to the delight of their teammates who are watching in the sidelines. Let's take a look at that last play again. Alyssa Valdez soaring and putting it down, and they will win set number 1 here in our semi-finals game.
Well, may
One
kulang pa
more.
tayo. Yes, Betty.
Okay, one more. My mistake. Na-excite ata tayo masyado.
Sabi ni Tots, wait.
Not yet,
Oh, but,
not yet.
That was long for Tots Carlos. Mind you, again, in their first encounter, ang first set, 26 Petrogas, 24 ang Creamline. So they really always need that extra, extra time.
And here in set number 1, kailangan focus ka talaga. Because, like me, if you're not focused, you are gonna lose that thought in between. Yan, itong dalawang kapatid natin, they are really battling it out. And again, this is just set number 1. So imagine the upcoming sets that we're gonna have. We go to Alyssa with a drop.
Alyssa Valdez recognizing that big open space on the side of Petrogas.
Take a look at that back set from Gia Morado. Wonderful play by Alyssa Valdez. Nobody there for the Petrogas Angels, and she just read that defense on point for her. Myla Pablo, Lisa Sato, Michelle Gumabaw. Everybody is focused in the last few moments of our set number 1. Great serve by Alyssa. They go to Soltones. Almost. Tots Carlos.
Oh, that was wide. So we need more extension
Yes,
in this
hindi pa daw
first set.
hindi pa daw tapos. Tignan natin yun ulit.
Well, Tots Carlos did the right thing, trying to avoid the 2 blockers in front of her, but just wide on that try, though. Oh, that's still playable.
Great defense here.
Oh, and that actually bothered the players of Petrogas. Let's take a look at this last play again. Kasi tumama sa body yun ni Atienza. But that's still playable. 3 touches pa rin.
So again, hindi pa tapos ang set number 1. Pretty long set that we're having right now, but
It's okay.
Nobody's complaining.
Yes. I'm sure the fans are also just too happy to watch this kind of games. Huwag kayo mag-alala. Marami pang padating.
yes, and that point, Mosey will go to the Petrogas Angels. That was a 2-touch violation called on Tots Carlos.
I was trying to set the ball up, but violation on that one. Kita-kita sa forma pa rin ng kamay ni Tots. Atienza.
Michelle Gumabaw.
Tried to go down the line, but long on that one.
Now, if you are a volleyball fan, this is the perfect game to watch. Definitely.
Grabe, baby, first set pa lang to.
Grabe.
Na-judge mo na talaga.
This is a great game to watch
Well,
with that
that's
level
true.
of competition that we're having right now. You don't get that just anywhere. Look at the pros go.
Oh, that right decision there, Mrs. Molina. And then it got ball go. Mrs. ba yun, or was it Rep Palma?
And you know what? The Petrogas Angels, they take set number 1 just like they did in their previous game last July 27-29 in favor again of the Petrogas Angels. Magbabalik po ang PVL Open Conference. What a set number 1 we just witnessed, Mosey. Take a look at the highlights that we have in store for everybody. And again, the Petrogas Angels, they get set number 1 from the Creamline Crew Smashers, but the Creamline Crew Smashers definitely put up a fight.
Oh, definitely. That's why it needed extension and then, on the first set pa lang. And you can see that they were really all out trying to outsmart each other at the net with their attacks. But towards the end, guys, it's really sometimes, no, it's yung points towards the end. Doon nagkakatalo-talo.
And this team matchup is brought to you by Ribisco. As you take a look at your statistics, set 1 statistics on your screens.
Imagine this, 19 attack points for the Cool Smashers, and the Angels only had 10 in that first set, but bumawi big time sa blocking and also service aces, and this is what they wanted, to minimize their unforced errors against Creamline. On the other hand, Creamline naman, 12, that is big for Creamline. You don't usually see them with those kind of parang unforced errors.
Again, this team matchup is brought to you by Ribisco as we head on over to set number 2 of the semifinals. Number 1 team, the Creamline Cool Smashers, going up against the number 4 team, PetroGas Angels. And again, point number 1 is from Riri Meneses.
Riri Meneses, again, putting a little bit of intimidation right away, getting that first point.
Kasama mo sila ni Rem Palma. Ayan ang mga...
Well, sometimes they say, no, that in a game, if the players are intimidating, parang the game is half done
Right.
already when they enter the court.
And a point.
Ito na, nakikisama yung mga girls. Parang somehow body language nagkakasagutan na rin sila dun sa hindi naman trash talking. Ano ba tawag dyan? Action. Well, Pablo now with 7 points. Molina with 5. On the other side, Valdez double figures right away, 11. And Carlos with 6.
So you can see that Eliza Valdez, instant impact in that set number 1 alongside Tots Carlos. Soltones. And that is outside for Gretch Soltones.
And Gretz Soltones asking for a check. Let's take a look at this.
Kasi yung bola, hinihintay ko ng referee, second referee. So, nakita ko bola, patay na, hindi siya nag-picture.
Listen in. You can hear that they are having conversation. And they're waiting for the final call.
You know, Billy, iba-iba rin yung, hindi naman ritual, pero yung practices of these players, for example, especially nga na yung situation nila, sunod-sunod yung game. For example, itong Petrogas, they already stretch at the hotel, they ride the bus, going to the gym, and they go ball handling na all the way sa gym. On the other side naman, itong Creamline Cool Smashers, they do everything at the gym. So, hinahati-hati nila yung time nila for stretching and also ball handling.
Siyempre, whatever works for the team, and clearly it worked today dahil both our squads are really on point. And you can see that fire, that winning mentality in both of them. That is Gretch Soltones, nabawi ang puntos sa
Oh,
kanina.
and then she really... Look at her reaction from after this.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by none other than Duncan. That is a lady piece, Gretch Soltones, on your screens.
All fired up. And that's a good thing,
Definitely, especially if you're a Petrogas fan. Michelle Gumabaw's turn. No go. They go to Myla again from the back. This time, way too strong for Myla Pablo.
Well, a looper right there, long, not enough spin for Myla.
Everybody is having a great Sunday so far. I'm sure it's even better because of the game that we're watching right now and witnessing right now between two powerhouse teams. Soltones, and they will try to chase that ball. Chance here for the Petrogas Angels to separate themselves from Creamline. Great digs.
Oh, and an overreaching violation called on them. Much to her dismay.
You can see the reaction on her face, the body language.
Oh, yun na sinasabi niya, lagpas na din sa net yung bola.
Parang yung reaction na yun.
What happened? Point awarded to
Creamline. At
Creamline.
any rate, the play continues.
Yeah. And in a game like this, you just shrug off those, you will,
You don't want to
even
dwell,
if you,
yes.
even if you think it's a mistake, you have to shrug it off and just continue and play on.
You don't want to dwell on these things when there is so much more that you can do. As we get back to this game, back to Palma.
Oh,
Ayun naman pala.
lovely.
Rem Palma.
Right. And that's the spirit
Yes.
you want to see. Rem Palma after no call na yun. Ito, right away.
Back on track. On track of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Rem Palma, she redeems herself from that
Yeah,
error.
right away. Right on his next play.
Not a second miss for her. They go to Michelle Gumabao. Wow, that was beautiful
Yeah.
from Michelle Gumabao.
I like the execution of this combination play. Nag-cross doon si Banaga and Michelle Gumabao.
Right in the middle.
Wala na, humabol na yung isang blocker ng Petrogas.
So good start for both our teams here in set number 2. For those who just tuned in, Petrogas won that previous set. Myla Pablo ties this game.
And targeting the back row. Almost the back line na eh. Look at this hit.
Another spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. This time from Myla Pablo herself. You see Gemma Galanza on your screens. She will come off the bench. Carlos. That is outside. Quickly says sorry to her teammates.
And again, no, remember, in their first encounter, yung sets were really close. Plus, it was, parang at the end of the set lang,
Right.
nagkakaroon sila ng mga points kung sino man nanalo dun sa set. So talagang they fought it out up to the end of each set.
As you were saying that they will call a violation on fans. If I'm not mistaken, that was a net touch violation. Petrogas is up by 2 points. As you see Risa Sato watching from the bench. And I'm not sure if you can hear it, pero medyo maingay sa loob ng Bakara sa PCV Social Civic and Cultural Center. And I'm pretty sure those are the teammates of the teams.
Parang masaya, di
Oo,
ba?
parang masaya.
Parang kung nga rin maraming audience. And you know, some of the players, they really miss that eh.
Right.
Because it pumps you up. And
It's a different energy also.
sabi nga nila, di ba, iba may mga grandstand players talaga
Yes.
that they like yung full arena and they play better pag gano'n yung napapump up sila.
So, mukhang masaya naman talaga sila dito
Mukhang
sa
ang dami sa
Ilocos
ingay.
Norte. Yun nga yung napapansin ko kanina pa na it was pretty noisy here.
Free ball now given to the Angels.
Myla.
Just making sure she got that one.
Nanigurado si Myla Pablo as she puts her team up by 3 points here in her first technical timeout of the second set.
Coach, di ko naririnig yung boses. Mamaya pa ako mag-iingin ako dito. Nasa harap siya na ganyan pakita.
Our team is very much prepared for this game for today, mentally, emotionally, especially physically. Kumbaga kahit na overnight lang yung preparation, so nag-usap-usap naman kagabi kung ano yung kailangan gawin, kung ano yung kailangan i-improve pa for today. And yun nga, instructed din kami ng coaches and ng management. Siyempre po, napakalaking bagay para sa amin, para sa team namin na makuha yung Game 1 ngayon. Kasi siyempre, alam naman po natin yung Creamline na malakas sila. And siyempre, kumbaga parang rewind to ng game namin.
However, Creamline will cut the lead down to just 1 point here in set number 2. Another fiery set that we're having early on. Yeah, Gemma serving. Myla Pablo.
There you go. Anong signal na ba tayo, Bendy?
Mga nag-warm up na tong si Myla. Paparating na po ng 3. Mga 2.5 na ngayon. Basta naka-that mode. Good form always. Off the hands of Ella De Jesus, also who's in the court right now. Wala na nagawa si Gemma Galanza doon.
Just in total command of that hit. Oh, Gia Morado. Ano ba yung parang meron talaga siya ice din sa likod. Just perfect spot again. Well, look at that. Diba?
skills talaga ni Gia Morado. No wonder she is one of the best setters in the Philippines.
And number one.
yes, here in our conference, in
our
our
conference.
league. Pablo with the help of the net.
That's right.
Lucky break for
Napatawa
Myla.
siya doon. Siyempre, a point is a point and it's always welcome as we take a look at this once again.
And there you have it. It grazes the tape of the net. She'll take it. They're up by 2 points. Lady Beast on your screens. That is outside. Again, in set number 1, 5 unforced errors for Petrogas.
And 12 for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Uncharacteristic for the full
So nasunod yung game plan ng Petrogas. That's why they were able to take that first set.
They had full control also of that set in the latter parts. We got Michelle Gumabao.
And Michelle Gumabao loving that one. Why? Because she actually challenged that defense at the net.
Just hammers it through. Look at that celebration, that expression from Michelle Gumabao. You know she's pumped up for this game.
Oh, Gia Morado wide on that one.
It doesn't happen often for
Yes,
Gia.
I was going to say that.
Does not happen for Gia, one of the better servers for Creamline and this league as well. Morado will find Gumabao again. 2 straight points for Michelle Gumabao.
If there's anyone that who could be the spark plug on the side of Creamline, it's always Michelle Gumabao because she never loses that energy and yung fighting spirit. Diba? Despite even sometimes if nagrarally or nagko-commit siya ng mistake, doesn't matter. She'll just shrug it up and just stay with her high spirit.
She is unfazed, by those errors. And that's a good trait to have. Lisa Sato with another quick one.
Nagulat yung defense dun ng Petrogas, Lisa Sato, on a combination play by Creamline.
Look at that quick by Risa. Well, serving 11. Creamline with a 1-point lead, very slim 1-point lead. Morado. And Gemma Galanza announces her presence in this game with a cross-court attack.
Way up in the air and just hitting that open spot.
And Petrogas will call a timeout right now, the Cool Smashers. They're leading here in our set number 2, 13-11. Wishing everybody a happy Sunday. Again, for those who just tuned in, this is set number 2. Semifinals game 1 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels.
Set, Rose Vargas. Screens. Yan yung lagi ako, pag nagsasabi sa akin, God bless as soon as possible. Talaga namang, we have really nice and happy players that are fun to watch.
Nakakatuwa,
Yes.
Even off the court, if you get to know them.
Hindi lang talaga yung skills ang involved. That's why the fans talaga, they appreciate that. And I'm sure the fans would like to thank all the players and even the entire staff inside the bubble. Kasi happy-happy lang sila na may volleyball na napapanood tayo.
And of course, sacrifice din yan sa ating mga manlalaro and the coaching staff of each team. As Cez Molina will get that service ace. She ties this game 13-all.
Nice. Alam mo yung loaded serve, you just know when you see one.
Again, Gemma Galanza joining the scoring party for the Creamline Pool Smashers.
That's right. Yung siguro nanggigigil na siyang gusto niya maglaro. Ito na, nag-bent out na si Jem Magalan sa
Of course, coming off that bench, also proving the quality minutes. Ayan, Michelle Gumabaw. But things looking good for the Creamline Pool Smashers at this point of set number 2, Mosey.
well, but this is still close as you see this off-the-block hit of Michelle Gumabaw. Alam naman ng Petrogas where it's going. It's just too powerful.
15 serving 13. There goes to Soltones.
Soltones targeting Ginza Sato on that last play.
Let's take a look at it again. From Chisa and again, Soltones.
Their excellent digs, bidding more for Creamline.
And the Creamline now at 16 and 14 as we go to our second technical timeout.
We know how long we've prepared for this, how many months we've prepared, and we can't also discredit yung preparations na ginawa ng Petrogas for this game. So, like all the games na we've been through, we're not taking this lightly talaga, and we know na as much as we're going to bring our best, the other side is also going to bring their best. So, yeah, we can't be complacent lang talaga in this game. Siguro yung pinaka-importante lang talaga sa nire-remind talaga kami ni Coach Tai. Every game, every training is to play happy no matter what the results are, no matter what's happening, whether we get a point or lose a point, kailangan masaya kami and we're there for each other talaga. And other than that, I think we need to be more consistent talaga and we need to bring the intensity in every game para makuha namin.
There you have it, Gia Morado was interviewed a while ago. Sabi nga niya, they can't be complacent.
Definitely.
Because as you can see, Petrogas also giving their all here in this game. Likewise naman for Creamline. As we get back to our set number 2.
Magalan sa wide on that one.
That's gotta hurt. Tamahan si Coach Arnold Lanyog. So there is a yellow card being given. Let's find out more about what just happened. We'll try to get more info. Hopefully, if I can get more info from her. But back to this game.
That's right.
16 all.
Okay, Gemma Galante just scored the point, and you can see that Petrogas is again, just like in the first game, they're trying to target yung wingers ng Creamline.
So this is 17 serving 16. We'll take a look at that. Myla Pablo. Anong signal na? Papalapit na ata.
Well, so far attack points, 12 for Creamline and 10 for the Petrogas Angels. Ako
She
basta
saw
pag
it.
masaya, no? That's like what Gia said, di ba? That's why effective yung
Correct.
Creamline na maybe successful sila because they always try to enjoy the game. In the same manner na natutuwa tayo when we see Myla, Pablo, and the rest of the Petrogas Angels just enjoying this one as well.
Right on cue, Mosey, Myla Pablo. Another point for her. Off the hands of Alyssa Valdez. And they have now taken the lead, 18-17. Back set to Bangs, and she has been quiet in this game.
Actually, I was going to say that they need Banks and they need a lot of her running plays. Just like, just like Rem Palma on the other side.
We got Chi and Myla. We are at 18 all. Against Ces Molina this time.
Easily just taking that one. When you see her play, parang ang simple ng volleyball.
And we mention that all the time, you know, with Ces Molina. It's effortless. She's just very, very efficient. Very simple style of play.
But nothing is more simple than that push of Risa Sato.
Great court sense. No, see, walang tao doon for Petrogas. That hole in the middle, she capitalizes on it.
Good court recognition.
We got Gia Morado with 15 excellent sets.
Oh,
And that ace.
that was right in between the two best defenders on the side of Petrogas.
Again,
Gretchel Soltones and Kat Arado.
great service ace by Gia Morado. 2019 is our score. One service ace apiece ang ating dalawang kapunan. Duro Gretchel. No go for her.
Not over. The point goes to Creamline.
Pero ganito, yun yung nangyari sa atin in that first set. That one does not go over for
Right.
Gretchel. Gusto ko rin yung music na nagpa-play sa PCV Social Civic and Cultural Center. And Myla Pablo again soaring from the back.
Continuing what she does best.
That form, Mosey, and that power from Myla Pablo.
Well, when again, in my interview, I asked about the game plan of Creamline this time. It was just so simple. Consistency in their serve and receive. Yun lang
Mga
kayo
basics,
talagang,
yes.
very basic.
Just the bare minimum that they can do. So far, so good for Creamline, but they wanna tie things up. They wanna win this set number 2, and they get that point again. Care of Michelle Gumabaw. Myla on your screens, 14 points for her, 14 big points of 13 attacks and 1 block. Parang panglaban talaga yung music sa dito sa stadium natin.
Alam mo na yung feel of sports now, especially na ending na rin yung Olympics.
Correct.
Siyempre, you just want to reminisce all those memorable events that happened.
Definitely. That is outside for Gemma Galanza, not this time for her.
So both squads giving each other freebies.
And Petrogas is just 1 point down. 22-21 is our score. This is set number 2. What a great serve. Ball is kept alive. Chance here for Petrogas. They go to Soltones and she is blocked.
And again, that was well read. That play was well read by Michelle Gumabaw and Risa Sato.
Grabe talaga yung energy ni Michelle Gumawa. Never nawawala ng energy. We take a look at block points. 2 for Creamline, just 1 for Petrogas. Almost. Good defense by Galanza. That is outside. Puntos para sa Gas Angels.
Back row attack from Eliza, just long.
More tense moments here in our game. This is set number 2. Usual substitution for Coach Arnold Lanyog. Papasok si Ivy Perez at si Jeremy Malabanan.
You know, at this point of this tournament, so obviously we're in the semifinals, the adjustments and counter adjustments of each coaches will, in each of the teams actually, will be very important.
As you were saying that, Mosey, a crucial service error for Reg Soltones. She is also one of the better servers for the Petrogas Angels. And it gets 14 aces in total in this whole game. Kyle Yaglito.
Serve, yeah, the serve
For Creamline.
Creamline.
Off the bench, straight to the service line. Creamline at set point. 24-22.
Oh, nice serve.
Good serve by Kyle Negrito. They go to Myla.
Oh, and Myla responds to that broken play.
Too much heat. Myla Pablo gets it. That was a broken play, but Myla working her magic. They are 1 point down. Sabi ko nga, parang set number 1 lang. Baka maulit-ulit.
But tingnan natin yung set number 2 in their first encounter. Creamline 28, Petrogas 26.
We will see if things will happen the same way here. Morado to Pangs. She is blocked. And nobody there for the Petrogas Angels, and that is it. Creamline Cool Smashers, they get set number 1. And look at them huddle in the middle of that court. That was a hard, fought set for them. So 25-23, magbabalik po ang PVL Open Conference. We're back and you are still watching the first and only professional volleyball league here in the country. This is the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference and you just watched set number 2 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels, and this set was won by the Cool Smashers, Mosey.
That's right, and you can see the intensity on both sides. I mean, countering each other in-game adjustments by both squads. But in the end, Gemma Galanza really helped out her team in this set and was able to get it. And although Myla Pablo really, also shined in that second set, but nevertheless, it was another close one for these two squads.
So again, in a little bit, we are gonna be seeing kung ano ba talaga yung nangyari in numbers for both our teams. The set 2 statistics. For those who just tuned in, as we mentioned a while ago, na ipanalo nga ng Creamline Cool Smashers rather ang set number 2. Petrogas naman won set number 1.
Now the attack points are quite close, unlike the first one. One more block point for the Cool Smashers, and yung unforced errors, finally, yung Cool Smashers, they were able to put it down. Pero on the other side naman, yung Angels, medyo tumaas na konti. Isa lang naman yung kanilang unforced error.
So there you have it. This team matchup is brought to you by Ribisco as we start our set number 3 in a little bit. Crucial set for both our teams.
You know, Billy, as much as we compare this game to their first encounter, obviously, ang tagal na nun di ba? Parang in the beginning pa yon. So a lot of things already happened down the stretch with these two ball clubs. So let's see kung ano yung parang developments also that can be to their advantage against each other, di ba?
Here we are, set number 3. Creamline versus Petrogas. Early point for Eliza Valdez off that block.
Right, and off the block point for Eliza.
And we did talk about, yung mga nangyari prior to this game. There were a lot of adjustments for both our teams. What can you say stands out to you the most for both our squads?
Ako, I like how yung each player is trying to step up. So may moment si Myla Pablo sa kabila, may moment si Gemma Galance sa kabila. In the first set, it was Tons Carlos, yung mga ganun. And I also like the in-game adjustments that is happening na hindi na kailangan mag-time out. You know, with the players pa lang. So far, it's Pablo with 15 points already. And
just like that.
Yeah, Molina with 8. On the other side, it's Valdez with 12 and Gumabo with 10. Yun yung step up that I was telling you. May mga talagang shining moments sila. And also, Michelle had her own.
And we're all aware that Creamline and Petrogas, they both have very, very deep benches. And, at any given moment, any player can totally shine for both their teams.
And we could also say that they are a complete team.
Yes.
Diba, sa bawat position, you have good players.
Andrea Meneses, nag-iingay dito sa set number 3. She's been awfully quiet,
Right.
especially in set number 2.
Going for an angle. Iniwasan si Risa Sato and was successful on that play.
2-all is our score as Morado back set to Michelle Gumabaw.
And Michelle on that down the line is just hammering it in.
And here in this conference, we're seeing a much improved Michelle Gumabaw as this spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. He has improved so much that fire is there and we can all sense it.
True, I agree.
Error for Creamline. And Francis was waving her hands in the air in disbelief, but the point will go to Petrogas.
Oh, Gemma Galanza still at it. Adding another point to her name.
This spike of the set again is brought to you by none other than Duncan, this time care of Gemma Galanza for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
If you've noticed, Billy, the wingers are going for down-the-line hits.
Strong, powerful down
Si
the line
Gemma
hits.
tsaka si Michelle. So I guess yun yung target nila.
Good save by Gumabaw. They will send it over to Petrogas. Chance ball. Nobody there.
Smart move.
Michelle picks it up, but too much for Creamline. Utos para sa Petrogas. Care of Chisa.
Right. Siguro sabi ni Chi, bago nagka-Gia Morado, nandito na si Chisa doing that. Yung mga drop balls there.
Sabi nga natin, she's the OG. The OG of the Petrogas Angels. Dahil tatlo lang silang natira from their roster. Original roster. Blocked at the net. Eliza from the back end blocked again. Look at the digs, Mosey 42 and 30 for Creamline and Petrogas respectively.
Should we say that Creamline is taking it?
Are they taking it to face? Mukha naman dahil napanalo na during set number 2.
Again, we always want good vibes,
Of course.
especially the coverage, and even I'm sure
We just wanna have fun and watch this
and
game.
enjoy nga this mga amazing games
Kaya nga
being
minsan,
brought to
diba, nawawala
us.
na tayo dahil nanonood na tayo ng game. And what more, our fans are watching at home as we take a look at this play over here.
Gio Morado finally read by the defense of Petrogas.
Great defense though by Creamline right now in that play. They were diving for that ball block points. 5, Creamline 9, Petrogas. But Myla Pablo again, she continues, that scoring from that second set all the way here sa ating third set.
And look at Myla Pablo going for that spot right where nobody was home.
Firing from all sides of the court itong si Myla. Sa side, sa likod, she can do it all. Great one-hand save by Sotones. Again, Galanza. She's blocked, ball kept alive. And we got a rally going on here.
And talk about floor defense, but the double violation will be called on Fangs on that last attempt.
So 2 errors for Fangs here in set number 3. Petrogas takes a lead, 8-4. Magbabalik po ang PVL Open Conference.
Easy, but not easy. Huh? Open. Okay, huh?
Yes, coach.
Sige lang. Team line!
Still serving for Petro Gas.
Back here in the PVL, Creamline versus Petrogas. Gemma Galanza welcomes us back with a point.
That's right. Doing it on the second try. Noong una, na-block siya, pero she remained patient and got this one. 6 attack points now for her.
5 serving 8. Petrogas holds on to a 3-point lead. Not for long. Eliza Valdez powers it through as we take a look at that again.
Overseas ball. Eliza Valdez is just waiting for that one.
Chisaet, Rem Palma, Myla Pablo. Speaking of, Bigoro Myla. She will get it. Again and again. And again and again, Myla Pablo.
All game face today, even with all her laughing and smiling.
Correct.
She's just as active as we used to see her before in the collegiate level. Or maybe pa nga better pa. I'm sure naman they know what's at stake.
And good past few games also here for Myla Pablo here in the PVL. And that is an attack error on Eliza Valdez.
That was actually a broken play already, but again, I'm not talking about the sense of urgency. Eliza Valdez still went for it, risked it all.
Not a minute goes to waste for Eliza as you see fans here.
you see our players huffing and puffing. Why? Because kahit nasa third set pa lang tayo, it's really
Grabe na talaga.
grabe yung kumbaga parang 12 rounds na tayo sa boxing.
And finally, Mosey, one more point here for Pangs Panaga. That beautiful running attack.
And that was because of this perfect first ball. They were able to set up backs. And Petrogas just giving her one blocker in Myla Pablo.
And they were able to execute that play flawlessly. 3 points ang lamang ng Petrogas. Here comes Mala, punches it. Siguro Alyssa.
Coverage was there.
And again, Myla Pablo. Ito na lang.
At parang lumalagpas na yung signal natin sa 3-4.
Look at her putting that away.
And there were no blockers or even any kahit nag-try to attempt to block on the side of Creamline. That's why easily Myla getting that point.
20 excellent sets for Chisaet in our game. Siguro Alyssa, she is denied. And she will try again, gets it through. Siguro Myla again.
Oh,
It's inside.
It's
That is
right.
inside.
Myla just doing it all. And you know, you also see the game plan of Coach Arnold. Kasi in the past game, you see a lot of IB pairs inside. Pero ngayon, experience talaga yung sinugal niya dito with Chisa at playing almost all the 3 sets.
As they go to Alyssa, and this time that is off the block for Valdez.
But Alyssa on the other side getting this point off the block.
Bounces off the hands of Myla Pablo. And Gia also with 20 excellent sets. Her team is down by 4 points here in our third set. Myla, all sides nga. All sides, she is efficient.
That's right. Adding another point to her name.
She is on a roll. She is fired up here in our game. And I know in a previous game we said that was her best game. I feel like this might just be her best game of the
To
conference.
top that.
Yes. 20 points for her, Mosey, off 19 attacks and 1 block. And Creamline will call a timeout as we take a look at what happened in that last play.
The ball was low for Risa Sato. She couldn't parang even save it, right? So point goes to Petrogas. Well, you know, partner, we ought to take another partner. Of course, we want to thank our TV partner, Signals. Si Michelle Olaso, who's a big volleyball fan herself. Alam mo, kakasama kaya favorite namin. Siyempre, meron din women's and men's. And again, we just want to thank Signal for bringing us all this beautiful, wonderful game.
For giving us a platform, you know, to air these games. Na napakasaya naman talaga. I mean, take a look at the game that we're having right now. And I'm sure that a lot of volleyball fans have missed this kind of excitement.
And definitely, I'm sure the other teams as well.
Yes.
They will also parang see kung ano pa yung mga kailangan nila sa mga teams nila. And they will be better teams sa next conference natin.
We said it also in the previous coverage. They just want to charge it to experience. It's all about just, you know, being able to play again competitively.
That is
As we get back to this game, tignan mo naman yung lead nitong Petrogas Angels dito sa ating third set. Lumalamang na sila against the Creamline Pool Smashers. So now would be the perfect time for Creamline to get something going for this team. Myla Pablo will serve. Good serve for her. Siguro Alyssa. Unforced errors, movie 23 for Creamline.
just too much again, is happening in this third set.
Siguro Gumabaw. Another error. So we got 24 unforced errors for Creamline. That does not go over for Michelle Gumabaw as we go to our second technical timeout of set number 3. We're back here in the Premier Volleyball League, first and only professional volleyball league in the country. You're watching the semifinals game 1 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. Drop ball by Eliza, great coverage there by Molina.
Oh, what a game so far.
I'm sure everybody is enjoying their Sunday also so far. Cez Molina punches it through. Look at her.
And once again, that lethal combination play of Riri and Cez Molina working for the Angels.
And you see the celebration in Cez, hindi natin madalas nakikita because usually after she scores, very chill, diba? Ngayon, she is also pumped up. We got Michelle Gumabaw, chance here for Petrogas, and they go to Riri, but great dig by Eliza Valdez. And a great dig right there by Saet. They go to Eliza, nobody there in the middle of the defense of Petrogas, shaking things up.
Right. Eliza once again. Look at her go up in the air and again challenging the blockers. No fear on that one.
Very aggressive during that play. And she now has 16 points in this game. 15 attacks, 1 block. And that is a rotational error for Petrogas.
That's an enforced error on their defense pattern.
They're still leading though, 7 points. But we all know how lethal Creamline is. Molina.
Risked it on that one. But let's see, a check is called. Molina risking it on that small alley going still down the line. Yan talagang target rin. Katulad ng line. And managed to get a check ball.
The risk paid off for Cez Molina. Her team is up by 8 big points in set number 3. Blocked. And that's Rem Palma.
And you see a new player inside for Creamline. I think
Mean Mendres.
Seth
Domingo and Mean Mendres
on
for
the other side.
Petrogas
Yeah.
Angels. And Creamline will call a timeout. Kasi nga, as we said, if you take a look at our score, that's 9 points in this very crucial third set. So what do you think is going on, with the Creamline Cool Smashers at this point of set number 3, Mosey?
Well, I think yung mga attacks nila and yung unforced errors are just too many. I mean, it's just so unfortunate kasi you're doing it to yourself.
Right.
Diba? So also, but credit Petrogas also for forcing them to commit those errors and a lot of broken plays kasi nga because of their strong serves. I'm talking about Petrogas.
So far, Petrogas taking control here of this third set as you see Myla Pablo, great performance from her today. 20 points?
Oh,
20 or 20 plus points
and we're just on
already.
the third set.
Yes. Amazing output from her as Michelle Gumabaw will finally score a point for Creamline getting going for her team. They've been pretty silent the past few games.
Right. This again, another broken play from Creamline, but this one they managed to get that point and that attack.
Lisa Sato will make her way to service 9. Her team is down 11, serving 19, set number 3, semifinals, game 1. Cez Molina with a drop. And look at the excellent dig, 60 for Creamline and 42 for Petrogas.
Yun nga, sayang eh. They're not able to convert those digs, diba, into points for them every time. Well, yun rin yung, I think, no, one of the things that they also practice, yung mga sa broken plays. But this time, I think it's more of Petrogas that is controlling that, yung mga broken plays.
Off the block.
It's going to be out. So point goes to Creamline.
Chance here for Creamline to catch up as Tots Carlos and Kyle Negrito make their way to the court. Kyle Negrito will serve for Creamline, 12 serving 20 now.
Yun nga sabi ng Petrogas, no? They parang kumbaga sa second chance points, they lost that to Creamline on their first encounter. So that's also something that they are mindful about in this game, in this match.
Again, as you were saying, that Gemma Galanza finding the edge of that score. Take a look at that from Kyle Negrito.
Again, going down the line.
Pasok for Gemma Galanza. So, inuunti-unti nila, no? Hindi sa isang yung puntos dito para makahabol sa Petrogas Angels. Kyle Negrito will serve again. Way too strong. Another unforced error for the Cool Smashers. As you see, Kat Arado, number one digger and receiver here in our conference with 18 nets.
Walang.
Hintay
So
ka lang
far,
muna.
oo.
Attack error for Fangs. That was from Kyle Negrito.
Kat Arado, solid defender on floor. Averages about 6.68 digs per set.
Right.
Per set, ah.
Percent lang yan. And that was too high for Fangs. Petrogas, 22 serving 13, Soltones. Good serve by Getchel.
So far, Benito at the attack points. So one more now for Creamline, but it's very close.
Also, Mozi, take a look at this attack by Gemma Galanza. Rinig na rinig yung palo ng bola.
That was an off-the-block hit, and nakita mo, Kat Arado, nakahanda na dun sa down-the-line hit. He was waiting for it.
And also, Ivy Perez is in the court right now.
Oh, finally, Tots Carlos after that para helter-skelter
Correct.
volleyball.
Scrappy plays kami. Dami-daming nangyayari sa play na yun. Let's take a look at that. That sequence is pretty messy, but Tots Carlos eventually finishes those scrappy plays with a point. And she has been quiet also the past few plays. So nice to see her back again as we take a look at Gemma Galanza with 9 attack points right now. Chisaet. Ball is kept alive. They go back to Eliza.
Myla Pablo. Myla Pablo is just playing superb in this match. You know, and sabi ko nga, I think, I agree na tinop niya na yung, yung good game niya, yeah.
And the Creamline Cool Smashers are trailing by a lot here in our third set. So this might just go to the Petrogas Angels. So we never know. Ayun nga. Service error for Petrogas. So chance here for Creamline. Again, 2 points na lang at makukuha na ng Petrogas ang set na ito. But all is not lost for the Cool Smashers.
And judging by the way they played the first time and this time, you cannot actually judge even if, let's say, ganito yung score natin.
Especially with these two teams, hindi talaga pwede eh. And take a look at the receptions as well. 36 for Creamline, 27 for Petrogas. Well, great save by Eliza Valdez to keep this place still rolling.
Oh, but Myla Pablo, you know, she's just a machine. Scoring machine for Petrogas as we take a look at this again. Just a beautiful play right
Hindi
there.
nakita yan si Meneses pumapalakpak pa sa harap ng net. That's the kind of thing we want to see because you know that both teams are enjoying also. Well, Creamline now down by a lot. But for sure, they will bounce back. Mahirapan lang ng konti dito. And that is it for set number 3. It goes to the Petrogas Angels. And a chunk of it, all thanks to who else but Myla Pablo na buhay sa ating game ngayon. Let's take a look at our score again. 16-25, Petrogas takes the lead. Magbabalik po ang PVL. Back here in the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference semifinals, Game 1 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. And Petrogas, they won that third set and limited Creamline to just 6 points.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I mean, like, especially when we base it on the first encounter, even the first and the second set, that third set was quite dominated by the Petrogas Angels. And at the lead, of course, obviously, is Myla Pablo, who was just so unstoppable in that third set, playing an A game today.
And as you were saying, Myla Pablo at the helm, she is taking charge. And the great thing about her performance today is she's adding that sense of leadership sa kanyang koponan. In a little while, we're gonna see the statistics. So, to better understand kung ano ba talaga nangyari sa ating set number 3.
Well, as you can see, almost the same attack points, just 1 for the Angels, but blocking 2 for the Angels and none, imagine that, for the Cool Smashers. And ito na nga yung game plan ng Petrogas. Nag-work again because only 2 unforced errors in that third set against the 8 of Creamline on their side.
So you can see Petrogas talagang they're being more careful here in this game, and especially in that third set, again, what you said, 2 unforced errors. And this team matchup is brought to you by Ribisco. So we are on to our 4th set, Cool Smashers versus the Petrogas Angels. Game 1 of your semifinals here in the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, the first and only professional volleyball league here in the Philippines. And we're live in the PCV Social, Civic, and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. You have Billy Capistrano with Mosey Ravena. It has been a roller coaster game so far in every sense of the word. And I've been repeating myself, but if you are a volleyball fan, what a treat for you this Sunday. And another, uncharacteristic service error for Gia Morado to welcome us back here in our game.
That's right. Well, so far, both squads attacking well naman, but it's just the unforced errors that's telling the story of this match so far. So I think yung Creamline, they really have to be mindful also, just like what the Angels are doing. And Tots Carlos on that off-speed just getting that point.
Hindi naman obvious na masaya siya doon. And they both tie this game. We are at 1-all. Again, to welcome everybody back to our game. We are at the 4th set. Petrogas leads 2 sets to 1. Igoro Molina. Morado. Gemma Galanza doing what she does best with a little dance at the end.
With a jiggy. Well, Pablo now with 23 gigantic points so far. Molina with 10. On the other side, it's Valdez with 16 and Dumalo with 13.
So highest output for Myla Pablo in this league, in this season, or conference rather, that we have right now. And that was Cez Molina for the Petrogas Angels.
Again, just simply using the blockers on the other side to get that last point.
And Molina, in their previous game, their previous matchup, when they faced one another in the elimination round, she had 18 points.
Right.
Go to Gemma Galanza. Wow, great dig right there by Cass Arado. Pablo from the back. Almost, but not quite. And the point will go to Creamline. Fangs Panaga serving. Her team is in the lead by just 1 point early on here in set number 4.
She's really a great fit for Creamline. Well, you have Riri Meneses. And gusto rin natin i-congratulate because her first cousin, Ronnie Meneses, just won a crown in the Miss Earth pageant.
Congratulations to
So,
Ronnie.
athlete, tapos may beauty queen pala sa family, may basketball player. Galing, ha?
And I'm sure she's watching her cousin right now.
Oh, yes, they are.
And again, Riri Meneses, best blocker in the league. They go to Pangs. Point that is Tots Carlos with the attack, and she will get that point. She's back on track here in our 4th set. Nag-iingay sa ating 4th set.
Well, yung palo pa lang ni Tots, maingay na dahil sa lakas.
Rinig na all the way here. At rinig na rinig din ang mga cheers ng teammates ng ating dalawang koponan.
And this is just what's happening here. You know, yung reception talaga ng Petrogas, very steady with Gretchen there, and especially Kat Arado. I think that's helping them a lot in this match.
And as you said, yun nga yung naging problema ng Creamline in the previous sets, especially with the strong serves of Chi Saet as we get back to this game for all. And Gemma Galanda changes that. Again, another powerful attack from Gemma.
So Gemma has been great in this game. She's been scoring and also helping her teammates. Alam naman natin Gemma Galanza coming off an injury in this conference.
Right. I think it started in that game against Petrogas. Nice to see her back. And that is outside for Gretchen Sotones.
Right, again wanting to go down the line.
Again, risky for her. Unfortunately, did not,
Too
pull
much
through.
pectus on that ball.
Yeah, Gemma Galanza, 11 attack points for her. 6-4, Creamline in the lead. Ball is kept alive. They go to Alyssa. Here comes Myla from the back. Carlos, right in the corner.
And that's what Creamline needs. Somebody like to spark things up like Carlos. And look at her go. Again, going cross court, getting that corner.
Galanza with 8 excellent digs as she serves.
Oh, good one, good spot.
Talk about lucky for Gemma Galanza as she will put her team further in the lead, 8-4. Magbabalik po ang PVL Open Conference.
For the Creamline Cool Smashers, the coaches advised the players to keep on going despite the errors. They were also told to adjust and up their defense given the PetroGAZZ Angels wing spikers. They were also told na lumaban lang ng lumaban, huwag susuko dahil kailangan lang daw nilang ituloy ang laban nito. They were also told to up their floor defense. Bumalik tayo sa set 4.
Thank you so much for that, Ai, for that report. She was talking about the Creamline Cool Smashers. As we get back to this game, take a look at that score. Creamline at 8, Petrogas with 5 points right now. This is set number 4. Very exciting matchup that we have today. Happy Sunday to everybody watching us. Happy indeed.
talaga.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, the momentum swing in this match so far is just crazy. You know, again, it just shows you what is at stake in this match. Sabi nga ni Shisai kanina, it's important for them to win the first game. Kasi, syempre, nandun yung momentum and at the same time, alam niya mabigat kalaban ng
Does that really hold true?
Oh yes, syempre parang mentally you can
Correct.
edge ka na.
Na parang kaya mo naman pala,
One
ganon.
game on ka na, you need another just one more.
Siyempre mas pressure, diba, if you
Yes.
give up that first game. As we get back to this one right here, a chance here for Petrogas. They will go to, that was Rem Palma. And that will be a point for Creamline, unfortunately for her. As Petrogas will call a timeout because Creamline right now holding on to a 5-point lead. Again, set number 4. Semifinals game 1 between the Cool Smashers and the Gas Angels. After this, another exciting matchup, Mosey. Cherry Tigo crossovers versus the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Talagang full Sunday schedule.
It's a kind of Sunday that, you know, we really miss. Ito yung mga exciting yung mga labanan. After this, meron ka pang isa. So from merienda all the way to dinner, solve ka na.
Right. As you can see this Palma attack. This was the last play and it went out.
Play continues for both our teams.
So block points so far, it's Creamline with 2.
Look at
And
Kat
none yet.
Arado. Now we'll go to Petrogas, and credit also Kat Arado for the stellar defense. Look at that dig.
Kat Arado doing Kat Arado too.
Siyempre, we all know what she can do. And she's also a very exciting player to watch. Nakita mo naman sa likod, tumatalon. We got Rem Palma now serving. Her team is down by 4 points. 6 serving 10. Siguro Eliza. Great effort though by Rem Palma.
Yeah, just drilling that one in. And obviously, you can see that Petrogas is trying not to give Logia
Another
Yeah.
service error. That is around 3 for her in this game. And she has 24 excellent sets though. But again, very uncharacteristic.
Well, sometimes when
Gia.
you really risk it, you know, yung syempre high risk, high reward.
Correct.
In the same manner, syempre high risk talaga.
So it didn't work out for her in that one. So, you know, a chance here for Petrogas. But again, as he was saying, Creamline really needs this set. They have to have that sense of urgency. And right now, it's showing, especially from Tots Carlos. Powerful attack from Tots Carlos. Just finding the
Perfect
edge. Yes.
spot.
Great accuracy. And also a great ace.
Ito yung nahanap pa natin on this side of line. Yung mga heavy serves din ni Eliza Valdez. Although, credit naman also the floor defense of Petrogas kasi si Gretchen has been also receiving well. Eliza now with 19 points.
19 big points for the team captain. Siguro Myla Pablo. Wow.
And still, The undisputed Myla Pablo is still at it as you see her go down the line and get that corner.
She's different today. There's something about Myla today. Ang sarap niyang panoorin on the court na she's having fun. You can clearly see it. Good save. They go to Riri. No go. They go to Gemma.
Oh, nice. First line, Gemma.
And when she's dancing like that after, you know that she was happy with that. Let's take a look at that again. All smiles for Gemma Galanza.
Oh, the poor first ball, wala, nagtuloy-tuloy, domino effect. So, easily Creamline getting that point, trying to pull away the mid-portion of our fourth set.
And what happened to Petrogas in that third set, nangyayari naman sa Creamline. Yung lumalaki na yung
Kaya
lamang
sabi
nila.
ko sa inyo, yung momentum swing eh. Parang
It's a,
grabe.
you know, with these teams, they really just run away with that momentum if you give it to them. However, Gretchen Soltones finally gets a point for her team.
And that was really close to the net. Really, look at Gretchen. Tried to do something with that ball and was successful at that.
Against Tots Carlos at the net. Si Mean Mendres on the service line for the Petrogas Angels. 9 serving 15. This is our fourth set. 3 service aces for Creamline, 0 for Petrogas. Late for Mean Mendres.
Parang hindi ka makahinga because you know that the ball is high, but you're parang running late ka na for that pancake.
And with that, we're gonna go to our second technical timeout. Creamline leads 16-9. We are back here at the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. It is your semifinals, Game 1 between the Creamline Pool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. Now, a little recap for those who just tuned in. Set number 1, napunta sa Petrogas 29-27. Set number 2, Creamline naman 25-23. Set number 3, Petrogas 25-16. So, it's been, again, we said it, a roller coaster ride of a game.
Oh, and a miscue on the side of the Petrogas Angels. Dalawang top defenders nila. Nakabantay doon, but look what happened. And then si Tots, doon pa nilagay talaga. So Gretchen Sotones umiwas. Kat Arado was right behind her.
And that is off the hands of Kath Arado. And look at Creamline go here in our fourth set. Not over. Petrogas takes that point, and they just have 10 points here in our fourth set. They have been limited to 10 points.
This time, it's the turn of Creamline to limit their output.
Creamline dominating this set number 4, like what Petrogas did in the third set. You see Jeremy Malabanan, the front line for Petrogas, and Ivy Perez on the service line. 10 serving 17. Again, Tots Carlos continues to shine here in this game.
That's right. Giving it to her all. Look at her go. Diba yung talaga makikita mo yung from the legs
Parang
to
all
the
out
core.
talaga.
Oh.
Ang lakas and napaka-athletic nitong si Tots Carlos. 18 serving 10. Good serve. Chance here for Creamline. They go back to Tots.
Oh, and nobody there. That's a big open hole on the side of Petrogas defense.
Parang medyo nagugulo na itong side ng Petrogas Angels. You can see they're not as focused as they were in that previous set and the previous sets. As they call a timeout.
You know, in my interview with Petrogas, sabi nga ni Coach Jan na it was also thoughts, I think, medyo naging crucial dun sa unang encounter nila. And it's becoming that way again.
It's the same thing here in this game. For those who weren't able to watch that, we mentioned it a while ago, Tots Carlos came off that bench in their previous meeting, their first meeting in the elimination round, and provided, a spark for the Creamline Cool Smashers. And here come the Petrogas Angels, pair of Gretch Soltones. And look at the digs, Bozy, 74 for Creamline.
And then, actually, that's what's helping them. Yung digs nila. But ang problema lang, some of those digs, off a broken play. So, yung attacks nila, hindi as stable. But Petrogas gets that point.
Was supposed to be off the block. Let's take a look at that again. But, ayan, tingnan natin. Ang nangyayari,
I think
natamaan si Alyssa.
Yeah.
So, sayang yung puntos na yun. Again, supposed to be an off-the-block point.
Oh, and an ace coming from the intro.
Much needed ace from Gretchen Soltones. And they're playing catch-up here. Not an easy thing to do, especially against Creamline. That's why the Cool Smashers will call a timeout, try to freeze the Petrogas Angels. They are trying to match this energy na pinapakita ng Cool Smashers in our fourth set. So essentially, itong timeout ito, just to, again, to freeze itong si Petrogas Angels.
And just to recollect a bit.
Relax lang, just have fun, just be happy. And you can see that they're having fun here in this game. We got Michelle Gumabaw, will never get tired of these space buns. Spelled all the difference here sa conference na ito.
Oh, yeah.
Yan yung,
The go-to.
charm, yes. The go-to hairstyle.
Yeah.
As we see Soltones serving.
Yun yung nagpagaling kay Michelle eh.
Yung secret power ni Gumabaw.
Nagpagaling. Oh, Alyssa on that copy.
Powerful attack by Alyssa Valdez. Diniin ang bola.
And Myla Pablo was there, but she wasn't able to go for that for the best position on the block.
Great blocking by Creamline. They go to Myla. Great save. One hand save by Gemma. Too much.
Alyssa just whipping it. Getting that one.
Great swing by Alyssa Valdez. Back-to-back points for the team captain. And just when you need her the most, she shows up.
And again, you have to be mindful kasi to stop the bleeding or yung timing, no? But that time, Lempalma just stopping Alyssa.
We got some substitutions. Babalik si Riri Meneses. Upo muna si Mean Mendres.
Was sent in probably for defense also. Petrogas 7 points down in this fourth set.
31 unforced errors for Creamline, 14 for Petrogas. Again, Alyssa Valdez doing everything she can here in her fourth set.
It was the same spot really. So,
Three times.
precision ng target ni Alyssa. So,
Finding
wala
that
pang
space.
remedy. Ang Petrogas.
And she found that space between the blockers of the Petrogas Angels. Good serve. Myla Pablo needs something. No go. They go back to Alyssa. That is 4 straight points from Alyssa Valdez.
And this time, off the block.
Doing everything. Sabi mo nga, she's doing everything.
Yes. Again, Alyssa, yung pag-leader there, lead by example.
And she is carrying Creamline on her back here in the stretch, down the stretch of our set number 4. Gia Morado, 29 excellent sets. She will serve. Siguro malabanan. Carlos blocked. Alyssa, chance here for Petrogas. Siguro malabanan again. Carlos. That is too strong for Tots.
Too much power, not enough spin. Ball goes long for Dots.
We will field in again, says Molina and Chisaed.
Sabi ko sa'yo, ang bibilis na adjustments, no? Even our coaches, even our players inside. Yun yung recognition, for example, ng Gia na umiinit na si Alyssa. So nakita mo sunod-sunod and they were able to string up really a lot of points from Alyssa on that rotation.
Siguro Tots. The ball is kept alive and they will send it to Ces Molina. Petrogas Angels moving there, hanging by a thread here in our 4th set.
Yes, using Tots that time. And, they will be, yung ang tawag natin to Petrogas, talaga kailangan chip in sila sa points.
And he said that they did by Arado.
And look at that, Alyssa Valdez just staying on the opposite side. That's a Tots minute sa open hit. So another adjustment, di ba? In-game adjustment.
Parang ganun-ganun lang, no? Nag-adjust ka agad. But we gotta credit again Cass Arado and her excellent defense. And that is a point for the Petrogas Angels. Service error, costly service error by Chi Saed. Petrogas is leading, for those who just tuned in, 2-1. Set point for Alyssa Valdez and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Vigoro Myla. Oh, and that is it.
Gemma Galanza
Gemma
once
Galanza.
again. It's just an expert on that pot shot in this match.
And she will end our set number 4. And it looks like we are going to set number 5, everybody. Hang tight, the PVL will be right back. Back here in the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, this is semifinals game 1 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. You can see the highlights, yung mga nangyari sa ating exciting set number 4. But the tables have turned for the Petrogas Angels as the Creamline Cool Smashers. They took that set from them. Again, a recap. Set number 1 went to Petrogas. Number 2 to Creamline. Number 3 to Petrogas. Ito nga, set number 4, Mosey, napunta sa Creamline Cool Smashers.
That's right. We've been talking about yung momentum swing ng both squads. And ito na nga, we're down the wire. And we liked it, we expected it. And I'm sure the fans just love it.
And in a little while, we're going to see the set statistics. But also, thank you so much to everybody watching us right now. And again, let's focus our attention to what really happened in that set number 4.
Well, look at the numbers, attack points. It's just a big disparity. 17 for Cool Smashers and only 10 for the Petrogas Angels. Block points, lumamang din ng Cool Smashers. Even sa service aces. And look at the unforced errors. Again, on point pa rin yung game plan ng Petrogas. Only 2 errors on that set. Pero, ang Cool Smashers were able to limit theirs to only 5. Kanina, talagang double figures pa rin, di ba? Ang dami talagang unforced errors. But in that last set, 5 unforced errors only.
There you have it. That is a set 4 statistics. This team matchup is brought to you by Rebisco Creamline Cool Smashers versus the Petrogas Angels. Semifinals Game 1. It is a best of 3 semifinals as we head on over to the last set.
Alam mo, partner, ang ganda ng labanan natin. Pablo, 24 points. Valdez, 23 points. Sa kabila, Molina with 14 points. Tots Carlos, 15. So talagang, alam mo yun, yung labanan natin sa others. Everybody, all the stars are showing up.
Fifth and final set. Biruin mo yun! 5 sets today.
Bali, ang nangyayari, si Eliza and si Myla Pablo neutralizing each other with their points. Si Tots Carlos also, and si Myla Pablo, I'm sorry, Sesmolita, ang neutralize din. So it has to be the other players now
Who need to step up also.
Yes, to chip in and probably make a difference in this fifth set.
And you know who has been quiet in this game, Mosey? Si Ria Meneses. A little bit, not her usual.
Who scored 16 points in their last
Right.
encounter.
But, okay, after saying that, Ria Meneses, well, she wants to make a difference here in our 5th set.
She has to.
She needs to, yes.
If let's say they want to win this first game, yan talaga yung kailangan gawin.
And remember, Ria is one of their consistent top scorers for the Petrogas Angels. Myla will serve. Great defense right here by Petrogas. They will go to Soltones. They go to Tots. Gets it through. Again, challenging those blockers. Walang takot si Tots Carlos.
Just on the high and delivering once more for the like smashers. So ito, higutan na ng energy.
Lahat ng pwede ibigay, ito na.
Lalabas mo na.
Eliza Valdez, 24 big points for the Phenom. Here in this game, they go to Ces Molina. Tots will try. Drop ball is good. Nobody there for the Petrogas Angels. And you can't do that, you know, especially in a crucial set like this.
That's right. It's much to Tots' happiness on that decision. Just tipping it over the tall Ria Meneses.
Nakuli si Kat Arado.
Poor coverage on the side of Petrogas.
Good serve by Eliza. They go to Soltones. And she is denied. And the Creamline Cool Smashers, they look good here in our 5th set. But Petrogas will call a timeout. They are down by 3 points early here in the 5th.
So that's a good timeout for Coach Arno. They want to stop the run of Creamline.
And, you know, the Petrogas Angels have not won against any of the semi-finalists. So that's Creamline, Cherry Pigo, and also the Chocomucho Flying Titans. So exciting times for all our volleyball fans this Sunday. Again, thank you so much for everybody watching us right now on One Sports or One Sports Plus. Billy Capistrano with Mosey Ravenna. Semifinals Game 1, Creamline versus Petrogas. We're down to the 5th set, deciding set.
Good serve.
Ses Molina again. They go to Gemma.
Gemma has been the factor here on the
Sorry,
side of
X-factor.
Creamline. Yes. Nakakatuwa lang to think na dati si Gemma nag-start tapos ang magic bullet was Tots actually. Ngayon naman si Gemma naman din yung
Nagpalit
magic
lang sila.
bullet. So it's, you know, yung coaching, credit that to the coaching staff of Creamline because they just know their players very well.
And the trust that they have in their players as well. And finally, a point for Petrogas after that Creamline run. So Tones will get that point. And look at Paz Arano.
Yes, he's just all over the place. And so Tones is able to go for that attack.
So a
You know,
chance
half the
here.
point credit to her.
Exactly. And you know, a chance here for the Petrogas Angels. Leah Meneses, 7 points in this game.
Remember, she had 16 in their first match.
Not her usual, definitely.
And this time it's Tones with that push.
Back-to-back points with 4. Rather, the Lady Bees, Gretch Soltones.
This is really a good time to outsmart each other and try to go for variations.
Great read on that defense then, talking about Gretch Soltones.
What's Carlos still helping out her teammates. Giving this last point.
Lakas nun from Coach
and
Carlos.
great angle also.
6 serving 3. They will give it to Ses Molina.
There you go, Says on that off-the-block hit. Again, it has to be a team effort on the side of Petrogas right now.
And Mosey was saying a while ago how important it is, you know, for the first win of the series. Kung sino man ang mananalo, such a confidence booster for that team.
And also, Petrogas has been sticking to their game plan of limiting their errors in this match. So, doon ko makikita na, alam mo yun, all-out rin sila in this match. Hindi lang all-out, and they're trying to go for their game plan. So, kaya kahit si Myla Pablo diba? Talagang ibang-iba in this match. So, kailangan i-fight out nila till the end. Diba?
Talking about fighting it out till the end, what a rally, you know, we just witnessed, and it was ended by Rem Palma. And now, take a look at that score. Petrogas down by just 1 point. Hinabol nila yon. Here comes Ses Molina.
Oh, that was over-received and easily.
And this time, Rem Palma adding that
Yes.
offensive spark.
Rem Palma easily getting that last point on that regalo.
We'll go to a timeout. We are at 6 all.
Alam mo yung feeling na kahit nanonood ka lang, pero kinakabahan ka. Ito yun.
Parang ayaw mo na lang
Ito yun.
magsalita. And I'm sure hindi lang ikaw yung nakakaramdam yan, Mosey.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody watching right now, you know, what a game that we're having. The rivals, sabi nga nila, itong Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. And talagang patas yung laban nilang dalawa today.
And you can see the efforts of the players in this match. Pigang-piga diba? Yung yung gustong manalo, and Carlos again showing us that you know have her game today to help out our team. Once again, going down the line. And that mid shot, look at it. Ang ganda ng angle.
Thought Scarlett's doing everything she can for the Cool Smashers. And they regained that lead, 1-point lead for Creamline. Attack points, we got 6 for both our teams. The ball is kept alive. Here they come. Another one by Rem Palma. So 3 points from Rem Palma right now, here in our 5th set.
Ay, hindi ako
We have Chisa talking to the referee.
Yeah. Please. Ha? Contain lang.
And point for the Petrogas Angels. We got tense moments happening here in our 5th set. Siyempre, yung mga emotions, nandiyan na rin yan.
Yes, syempre. And the referees also should be on their toes, syempre, sa mga gantong laro especially.
As we take a look at that swipe by Rem Palma. And that sequence that just happened. We are tied again, 7-all. Great defense by Arado. And they managed to put it over. Ligoro Galanza challenging those blockers. Back to Rem Palma. Back to Gemma.
Oh, and Gemma. Wide on that one.
Take a look at it again.
Using that small alley.
And she was lucky the past few times, but not this time around.
Ano na eh, may risk na talaga. And that's just how the game is played, especially towards the end, di ba? You just have to play with risk.
Siyempre, the stakes are higher.
Yes.
Towards the
This
end.
is the 5th set already. But a 3-point is handed to the Creamline Cool Smashers via that service error.
Another deadlock here in our 5th and final set.
8-all.
And Gemma Galanza, 15 big points for her. Ligoro Myla. The point for Myla Pablo, who has been silent in that 5th set, much to the delight of Rem Palma, na again, siya pa siyang pumapalakpak sa harap ng net. One-point lead for the Petrogas Angels. It has been a tug of war, for both our teams in the 5th set. Laser focus for the players as well. Siguro Eliza, of course.
Of course, when it matters the most, you know where the Creamline will go. But obviously, they can also go to thoughts at this point.
But in that one, they chose to go to their leader, Eliza Valdez, always delivering, especially in pressure-packed situations, as Myla. And it will go to Creamline. That is outside for Pablo.
Again, the risk involved in those attacks.
As I mentioned, pressure-packed situations, hindi mo talaga alam kung anong mangyayari.
Well, you kind of expect that it will be Myla Pablo and Eliza Valdez in the end of at the end of this 5th set. Pero yun nga yung mga surprises ng setters natin, that will be a factor.
Speaking of Myla Pablo, this proved us right na sa kanya talaga pupunta.
Although they tried with Rudy Meneses on that first attack, pero Myla Pablo still so reliable.
And by the way, Mosey, 93 bigs for Creamline in this game. And we see
Another
yellow card. So, 2 yellow cards in this game.
Ganyan ka-intense. Yung game na to. A lot of yellow cards being given.
Was it for refs so honest? So we're not really quite sure. But we will try to confirm later on. But let's get back to this game and focus our attention on what's happening at hand. Well, it was Bangs Panaga.
This is what I was talking about, the risk of the setters, who they will give the ball to. Kasi ini-expect mo na na alay sa Myla to eh. Pero yung mga risk na gagawin ng mga setters, yun ang magiging important towards the end of this session.
Gia Morado spicing things up. And she saw it. Will go to Molina. Punches it through. Ball kept alive. They go back to Alyssa. Back set. Same spot, Mosey. Same spot. That hole in the defense of Petrogas since that third set.
And still no remedy on the side of Petrogas.
Easy point for Tots Carlos. No one there. Petrogas Angels will call a timeout. They are 2 points down. This is semi-finals, game 1, best of 3 series.
May butas talaga dun sa defense, dun sa area na yun, ano, ng defense ng Petrogas. Exactly. Creamline has scored a lot of points from those drop balls on that area.
Unfortunate service error for Gia Morado, and despite had quite a couple of service errors in this game,
Very unlikely of Gia.
something that she doesn't do. Mayan Mendres will serve for Petrogas. They're trailing by 1 point here in our 5th set. Take a look at the attack points, 9 for both our teams. Good serve.
Free ball for Petrogas.
Great blocking. Ball kept alive. A chance now here for Creamline. They go to Alyssa. She is blocked. She will try again. Kath Arado. Great dig.
Yes, as well. Oh, and the blocking of Petrogas, they just stayed on with that attack of Alyssa. Kasi nga yung probability of giving it to Alyssa is very big. That's why pantay na rin talaga ng blockers.
The blockers of Petrogas did not flinch one bit in that play, in that sequence. And we are again tied at 12 apiece.
That's why we keep on saying na crucial yung decision making dito ng mga setters natin.
Again,
Kath Arado, almost, no?
Unfortunately for her, that will sail outside. But, you know, great effort by Kath Arado.
She's marvelously playing this game. And,
This
again,
conference.
oh, well, this conference. But in this game, you know, just helping out Chisa at all game long. And Alyssa, and the service error.
Also very uncharacteristic for Alyssa Valdez. As you mentioned a while back, she's one of the top servers in the league and in her team.
Alam mo yung mga halo ni syempre nerves, and also hindi na nga nerves, maybe yung pagod. Sorry, it's also coming into play. That's why, well, anti-13 how close can it go?
We said it, 13 all again.
And Tots once again delivering for Creamline.
Finding that separation. Let's take a look at that again.
And this has been her milking now, yung down the line hit na yan. Just scored a lot from that area and from that kind of attack. Rose Vargas on the line to try to finish this match.
Cess Molina. Wow, and that will go to the Petrogas Angels. And they're asking the referee what just happened.
A violation was scored against Creamline.
And play continues.
Oh, this is a crucial substitution. Susan Berlin. Ivy Perez sent in.
You're talking about the
Yes.
adjustments that the
Right.
coaches were making all throughout this game. So here you have it. Sabi nga ni Mosey, a crucial adjustment for the Petrogas Angels. Cesc Molina will serve. They go to Tots Carlos. Miscommunication there. They go to Tots again.
Oh, and Tots is just killing it.
So Creamline now at 15. And we got the Petrogas Angels down by 1 point. Take a look at that attack from Tots Carlos, who has just been on another level here in this game.
And talking about adjustments, remember, Tots has been scoring it down the line. Pero at a crucial stage,
Switches it
went
up.
cross-court. Kaya hindi nabantayan ng blockers ng Petrogas.
15 serving 14. Good serve.
And again, Carlos having a hand on that last point.
So there you have it. The Creamline Cool Smashers take game number 1 of our best of 3 semi-final series against the Petrogas Angels. And what a game that was.
And really, what a game. I tell you, I mean, it's just as exciting as it can get.
As you can see, final score is 16-14. Magbabalik po ang Premier Volleyball League Open Conference dito lamang sa One Sports. We are back and you are still watching the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, the first and only professional volleyball league here in the country. And Mosey, sabi nga natin, di ba? What a game that was. Definitely, you know, for a semi-finals game 1, what more could you ask for?
Nothing. Nothing, cannot ask for anything. Baka kung pwede natin gawing 7 sets, baka mas okay. But joke, kidding aside, I mean, like, this is what we expected. This is what we wanted, and I'm sure the fans are happy about it. Parang, syempre, it's a sorry loss for Petrogas because you can really see the effort that they really tried so hard, went with their game plan. Their game plan actually worked for them. That's why it was a close fight till the end.
And their top performer for today, Tots Carlos, is with Ayi Tensai right now. So let's check in on them.
Here with me is player of the game, Tots. Nako-convert niyo yung mga second chance ball. Hindi kayo sumusuko hanggang sa mapatay niyo yung bola. How do you keep this energy going?
It's really the fight and the will of the team to win.
Yes.
Kasi hirap kami sa first attack. So doon namin binabawi sa coverage and sa counter attack. Kasi nakita nyo naman, blockers of Petrogas are really good.
Yes.
So we talagang pinag-prepare namin yung coverage namin.
Talaga namang bawing-bawi kayo sa tatlong set. Congratulations to the Cool Smashers, Tots. And they're expected intense head-to-head with the crossovers and the Flying Titans in later's game.
There you have it. Tots Carlos, the top performer for this game. And Mosey, you know, itong game na to talaga, it's really worth it. Worth it yung pagod ng players dahil nga napakaganda ng pinakita nila. Even if Petrogas didn't win this, you can really see the fight in them and we can't wait for what they have to come up with in the next game.
And ang daming, I mean, to me, in this match, ang daming best players, even on the other side, even on
Kung
the side
pwede
of
lang.
Petrogas. Yeah. Eliza Valdez also had a really great game, but yung crucial moments kasi Tots was all, parang naka-raise yung hand ni Tots, I'll take it, you know, and she really took it seriously, and that's why they were able to, you know, get that match. Myla Pablo, I cannot say anything about how this girl played. Talagang, what a great game coming off her.
And you can see the highlights for set number 2. This set was won by the Creamline Pool Smashers 25-23. So sabi nga natin, it was a back and forth affair for both our teams from the get-go.
Oh yes, and yun nga, I was telling you, grabe yung efforts ng players natin, and ang naging crucial once again, ano, yung mga end, di ba, end of each set and even end of this game. And what was crucial was the decision making also of Chi and Gia towards the end. Kinino ibibigay ang bola. And Gia won that because yun na nga, no, binigay niya kay Eliza and then eventually turned into Tots to close out the match.
Now, what can you say about sino kaya yung magiging missing link for the Petrogas Angels in their next game? Because, you know, we saw Ria Menezes. She was a little bit silent today.
Yes, I think ang ganda ng game plan ng Petrogas. It's just that nagkulang siguro pagdating dun sa yung middle with Riri. Obviously, Riri before this scored 16 points against Creamline. Pero today, parang single digit lang for her. Maybe just a little step up on the side of Petrogas on that yung middle hitter, especially with Riri.
And we're talking about the setters and how that last set, you know, relied heavily on them. So what do you think about the performance of both Chisa and Gia Morado?
Well, again, yun na nga, it's really outthinking each other. Yung parang nag-uunahan, ano, kung anong iniisip ng isa. And that was such a nice battle to watch also. And bet you, come next game, ganun pa rin ang mangyayari, and they will still try to see, siguro yung get ahead of each other's head. And yung siguro ang ready lang dapat always are the attackers. So kasi si Chi and si Gia, given na yan eh. So yung attackers ang kailangan mag-execute.
Ito, Mosey, ano naman yung early thoughts mo for this next game, semifinals game 2 between the Creamline Pool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels? What do you think we can expect from both our squads?
Well, once again, first meeting, second meeting. So, I mean, at third meeting, I'm sure ganito pa rin ang expect din natin because once again, it's a best of 3. So, syempre, expect Petrogas again to step on the gas and do those little things na okay naman eh. Okay yung game plan nila eh. It's just siguro little tweaking along the way.
Again, that was the Creamline Pool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels semifinals game 1 na ipanalo nga ng Creamline Cool Smashers. But the volleyball action does not stop there because up next, semifinals best of 3. Game 1 naman between the Cherry Tigo Crossovers and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. A very exciting game indeed. Now that is it for us today. On behalf of One Sports, my partner Mosey Ravena, Aitan Sai, our director Raul De Ocampo, and everybody behind this production, my name is Billy Capistrano, thanking all of you for watching this coverage of the 2021 Premier Volleyball League Open Conference.